The Axe Warrior begins its turn. It is in the aura of the Heirog Priest, this ritualistic chanting. So it heals 4 hit points and is going to gain a bonus on its next attack. Let's see, the Axe Warrior shifts, attacks Vai'cairn. 28 plus 1 is a hit. It deals 6 damage to Vai'cairn, and Vai'cairn is marked. Vai'cairn, in turn, attacks with a recuperating strike. His attack is 21. He deals 8 damage. His spear just stabs right through the armor of the Axe Warrior. It is slain. He gains 2 temporary hit points. And he is going to, let's see, now that he has slain a foe, activate his swift charge power. He goes up to charge the priest, and sadly, even though he is flanking, his attack misses. The priest attacks with its ritual staff versus Vai'cairn's AC. 21 is a hit. It deals 7 damage. Vai'cairn now has a -1 penalty to all his d20 rolls, save-ins. Dhanjir and the Spirit Companion Awaka both move simultaneously. He uses a healing spirit power once again on Vae'dai. She goes from 13 to 21. She is not bloodied. Vai'cairn goes from 7 to 12. He is still bloodied. Awaka attacks with a Stalker's Strike. 22 versus the Fortitude of the Priest. That is 7 damage. The priest is now bloodied. Vae'dai designates the priest as her new hunter's quarry. She moves, attacks with a twin strike. The first attack is a 21 hit. The axe end of her Urgrash chops him for 13 damage. The priest is critically wounded. The spear end, she thrusts out with it but misses. Vai'cairn attacks with a pressing strike. 19 minus 1 is a hit. He deals 11 damage, and the Heirog priest falls over, collapsed into the coastal waters. Dhanjir stared at the 2 Archai, their breaths heavy and quick. Vai'cairn and Vae'dai looked at this kashari, and the Spirit Companion manifest by his side. It was common for both the Kashari and the Archai tribes to learn some amount of common, and in this foreign tongue, the 3 began to speak.
"Thank you," said Vai'cairn. "I am Vai'cairn Gaushi, a Vai'cairn of Island of Horns." "My name, Vae'dai Luli," said Vae'dai. "Many thanks."
Dhanjir was relieved to see that they were thankful for his aid. He had been told to be cautious if ever he were to come across an Archai, for they were a fierce and bold people.
"And you too," said Dhanjir. "My name, Dhanjir Nashara, and this is Awaka. I know the Heirog are enemy of Archai. They are foul, wicked. I do not want them kill you. I do not want them win."
Vai'cairn and Vae'dai exchanged glances and spoke briefly in their own tongue, making sure they both understood the catfolk correctly. They agreed to share with him what they could of their current goal.
"We come and want to see, great beast. Look."
Vai'cairn began to draw in the wet sand. He drew the basic figure of a great horned behemoth. Vineth had given him and Vae'dai a description of the creatures, and though he had only seen their large tusks standing like monoliths across his home island, he did his best to describe this creature through his sand drawing to Dhanjir. Dhanjir studied the drawing and nodded.
"Yes, I have seen one time. Nantoka it is. Nantoka much power. Very old."
Again, the 2 Archai looked at each other, this time with hope in their eyes. Vae'dai spoke.
"A island have this beast no more. All dead of Heirogs."
At the mention of the Heirosians, both the Archai made expressions and short sounds of contempt to show their deep-rooted dislike.
We want to see if alive here on big land, but now there are Heirog.
Dhanjir knew the mortal enmity between the Heirogs and the Archai. He as well knew of their connection to the ancient Heirosians.
I know Heirog are grandchildren of Heirosian, he spoke. The spirits of their jungle bring me here, perhaps to you.
Dhanjir nodded to Vai'cairn. He had seen him fight and was certain he was a berserker, for his attacks seemed to channel the fury of bestial predators and ancestral warriors. The Archai in turn could see that Dhanjir was very in tune with the spirit realm. This they respected, almost more than the aid he had given.
Good, said Vai'cairn. 3 is better than 2.
He stepped up to Dhanjir, standing a foot taller than he, and slapped him heartily on his upper arm. The barbarian's greeting of strength was almost enough to send Dhanjir stumbling. Vae'dai, even an inch taller than Vai'cairn, made contact in the form of a powerful squeeze to his other arm.
You're not strong, Kashari, but the spirits are with you at least, she said.
Dhanjir, a bit overwhelmed by their shows of companionship, said in his native tongue,
On takarik, ari arai, dajin kilekara wataka,
which meant, may our steps be silent and our claws swift.